Hey everyone, Zero here. And today I just want to show off some old replays I had. These replays are from when they released the new Blue Eyes stuff. So these are kind of a little outdated because I do not have any of the Primite cards in here. But I thought it'd be cool to show off anyway. If I recall correctly, this duel is against another Blue Eyes user. So I guess he didn't draw very well if he didn't have like Sage with Eyes of Blue in his hands. And you know the go-to strategy here when this started out was bringing out Sage, then bring out Spirit. Yeah, he destroyed my Sage, my Spirit, but I still had Synchro Rumble in my hand, which kind of helped. I managed to bring out a Blue Eyes, which was pretty cool. And thanks to Maiden of White, I was able to bring her out and do all this extra stuff. Oh wait, I went second that turn too. Interesting. Yeah. So I was able to get a free attack in. And they had Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Not as good as Maiden of White, but it was still pretty good when she came out. Yeah, I remember when I started, I had Master with Eyes of Blue in this deck too. Yeah, nowadays I don't play him at all anymore. I think I did, yeah, Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon just so that I can, yeah, destroy her by using the Blue Eyes I had on my field. And from there it was a sweep. And of course I go for the Blue Eyes finisher to get that sick animation. But yeah, that was one of the first duels I did with the new deck. Let's just move on to the next one. Alright, we're on to the next duel here. And I don't even know what to say what my opponent had. They had like an amalgamation of so many different card types. So I'm not exactly sure what to call this. At first I thought it was an Ancient Gear when I saw Ancient Gear box, but boy was I wrong. Alright, I even had Neo Kaiser Seahorse on the deck. I don't play him now. Not that he's bad or anything, it's just that it's just not as consistent with what I'm currently playing. Got that Wishes for Eyes of Blue. That's such a good card. I'm glad they came out with that card. And thanks to Mausoleum, I can normal summon Sage again. I can get my extra normal summon and summon Sage. Get off his normal summon effect. Alright, I went straight for Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. And here I still summoned for regular Spirit Dragon. I added Ultimate Fusion for later, I guess. Negated their effect with Ultimate Spirit. And it just gave me an extra 1,000, which was pretty nice. And then I brought out Jet Dragon. I think I had the materials for, yeah, I had Magi already. And I think that's who I bring out too. I had a full board right here. I was very proud of this board. and I guess I just wanted to be that guy and bring out another Blue Eyes. And of course I go for the finisher. Because it's just cool, you know, I just like finishing off with Blue Eyes. If I can finish my opponent with Blue Eyes White Dragon, I'm gonna go for it. Alright, in this next duel, my opponent here had like just about everything, as in meta. They had Fiendsmith, Diabell, Kashtira. Naming it, they probably have it. Oh right, I still played Crossout Designator too. I forgot about that. Hey, help me in this situation. I mean, I did not want to lose Sage's effect. It's just good to use that to get Maiden. I remember when I started playing with these new cards, I would always misplay. Well, not always, but sometimes I would misplay by forgetting to use Maiden's effect to send her to the grave before I summon a Blue Eyes, and I would miss out on summoning her. I think I would still misplayed here in these first few duels because I would bring out Blue Eye Spirit Dragon and not go into Crimson Dragon, or at least I would keep Spirit Dragon in case they had like a graveyard effect I wanted to negate. It didn't matter too much since I brought out Master Duel anyway. Negated that with Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Negated that with Dragon Master Magia. I should have probably done this one sooner, but I did bring out Crimson Dragon. And then I activated his summon effect to bring that card out. Oh, and then I negated that with, yeah, okay, yeah. I was doing something here. Then I would bring out Stardust, Cypher, Divine Dragon, Sifir, however you pronounce that, and then they surrendered. It was a pretty good duel. Alright, and this next duel right here, if I recall, they had Kashtira and Tearlaments, so that's fun. And I had not so good hand starting off, so pretty rough for me over here. And I went first. Gotta use Maxi when I can. I used Called by the Grave because I had a really bad starting hand. I had to prioritize drawing cards right here. Had my Infinite Impermanence ready to negate that effect. I guess they can't read. Alright, now we get to drawing here. I got one card, wasn't so bad. And I got them to get rid of 2 of their cards, thanks to Gozen Match. I think they targeted their own monster there, because they couldn't target my Blue Eyes with True Light. No, wait, that's set. I guess I just want to get rid of their monster. Either way, I got to use Maiden's effect because they targeted her with that trap card. And I still don't do that. I don't think I knew how to use Crimson Dragon at the time I did this, because nowadays I would go straight for Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon and Crimson Dragon, and use Crimson Dragon's effect to summon Sapphire Divine Dragon. Or, you know, sometimes, I mean, I guess I kept them up there to also negate their graveyard effects, which I knew what tier elements were good at, so. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't summon them off gate. Gotta protect my Crimson Dragon, even though his tribute effect is a quick effect too. But thanks to that, I got another negate on the field. That is a surprisingly good effect. To just negate a card and then destroy a card. It doesn't have to be the same card too, so which is pretty cool. And thanks to that, the Ultimate Spirit is protected by Sapphire Divine Dragon. And then I just go for Blue Eyes finisher. Yeah, I can't help it. It's just a cool way to finish an opponent. If they had more monsters with more attack animations, I'd be more inclined to use those too. There's not a lot as far as I'm aware. They have Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Egyptian Gods. And that's all as far as I know. Oh yeah, I remember this door right here. This guy had like water monsters, Shining Sarcophagus cards. I think he had Kashtira too, and Branded, which is such a interesting combination of cards, honestly. And here I go again with the usual strategy. Spirit Dragon. Did I have Effect Veiler in my graveyard? No, because I would probably choose Effect Veiler instead as an extra, like, negate. I guess I went right ahead to this strategy right here. Honestly, I should have done it on my turn. I guess I just wasn't used to it at the time yet. Negated that. I'm not a fan of the sarcophagus cards. And then they surrendered. I guess that was all of their plays. Yeah, pretty fast duel for me. Alright, in this duel, I'm pretty sure this guy was just a straight up branded user. Such a great start right there. You know, I'm sure a lot of people are tired of Blue Eyes, and that's fine. But as a Blue Eyes fan growing up, I'm so glad that it's getting the love and support it has been getting neglected on. Same for Dark Magician too. If I recall, they've announced new Dark Magician support. And then there's the poor Red Eyes. They get more support in Rush Duel than they do in OCG and TCG. So sad. That's actually real tragic. It's a shame too, because I do like Red Eyes too. They're getting nowhere near as much as Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. Heck, I mean, Blue Eyes is even getting more with the new Primite cards they announced too, which I think is just crazy. And I do it again. It's just so satisfying, alright? It's so cool. I can't help it. Alright, and here I go up against another Blue Eyes user, so this was a very interesting duel. Ooh, and I still had a Abyss Dragon in my deck? Wow. Yeah, I had to use my effect Baylor if I wanted to get another Spirit Dragon out on the field. And they surrendered. I don't know why. Maybe they misplayed by playing Crossout Designator. Connection failed, but definitely a surrender. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. They still had cards in their hand. Maybe they bricked. Maybe maybe that one Crossout Designator was a fumble, and that was it for them. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, this duel right here. If I recall correctly, this guy managed to bring out a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which was... And it definitely, like, a good game right here. And they also used Toy Soldiers. And Kashtira. If I recall, they had Kashtira too. Luckily, I had Droll and Lockbird to prevent them from drawing any more cards. I don't know why I did that. I messed up on that one. I should not have done that, because now I can't special summon her from the grave. Luckily, I managed to use wishes to help me there. And here I just summon Ultimate Spirit Dragon normally, like without the effect of regular Spirit Dragon. Even though I'm pretty sure I summoned him here anyway. Yeah. And they didn't. Wow, is this the wrong duel? Okay. Yeah, because they just surrendered. I could have sworn that they summoned Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, unless that was a different duel. Okay then. That was enough for them to quit. Alright, back to another duel here, and if I recall correctly, they use Kashtira. Which is, if I recall, I think I was in gold in these duels. I was either in gold or in silver, which is typically what you see a lot of in those ranks, is Kashtira. Didn't have a lot going on in this duel, I guess. Ooh, I still use Skill Drain. Oh, wow. Yu-Gi-Oh players can't read their cards. Interesting play here from me. I'm not exactly sure why I did this. Definitely to do that, I know. And then I use Skill Drain. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, I think I know why. It's because Timer Dragon can't be affected by Skill Drain, while all their monsters can be. They really wanted to banish my cards here. Wow. Bingo Machine Go. Haven't seen that one in a while. I do not have that one in my current Blue Eyes deck. I don't think they can do much because Skill Drain. I'm willing to bet they surrender here. Yeah, I was right. They wanted to take out my Spirit Dragon and be like, at least I'll go down fighting. Or, I'm sorry, connection failed. Alright, I'm pretty sure this guy uses Blue Eyes. I'm just going off the first 3 cards I see when I look at my replays, but it also shows that he has Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I'm not sure if he summons that. Oh, Maxi. No, I can't have that. I negated that for sure. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I was up against another Blue Eyes player. I'm pretty sure. Back to the usual. Now let's see. Do I keep him on the field or do I actually special summon Crimson Dragon? I do not. Okay then. I don't know what's wrong with me back then. I guess I just really wanted to make sure they didn't use any graveyard effects. I mean, it did help me out on that one Tearlament deck. Of course, it was only one card, but still. I think I misplayed here because they also used their Jet Dragon. Oh no, I negated that. Okay, okay. See, I had reason to keep him on the field. Now, do they surrender or do they keep playing? That I do not remember. They're also trying to get their plays here. And I said no. Yep. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they surrendered. I overextended right there and made them surrender. Our connection failed. Alright, here is one of the last of all of my old replays right here. And this one's really interesting if I recall. This guy used zombie deck, like Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon and such. So this one should be interesting. Yeah, there's a Red Eye Soul right there. Interesting I used my Max either. It's just for one card. I mean, one card is beneficial. He even used the old Red Eye Zombie Dragon. Okay, I don't remember that. I think I was setting up for Magia Master here. Yep, I sure was. Then I went straight to it. Right there, I said no. I said no. Yeah, that was a good reason to keep the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon on the field because the zombie decks tend to have graveyard effects. Negated that, and then I brought out Ultimate Spirit Dragon to negate this. And they went on the defensive. And I guess I said no to that. Yeah, I think this is just the finishing touch here, yeah. And of course, I finish it with a Blue Eyes Clay Dragon. I can't help it, it's so cool to look at. It's just so satisfying, too. And that's it for the replays. Thanks for tuning in if you did. I hope you enjoyed. I have a lot more replays, and I want to do some more Master Duel stuff, too, so hopefully you guys tune in on that, too. Until next time, see ya!